Hey guys, hope you are doing really well today. The crypto market is pumping, altcoins are just mooning and going into the green. And we have some bad news and good news as usual. So I'm Miklos Denkler from CorionX and bringing you the most important crypto news every day to keep you updated and just educated to take more benefits in this amazing developing technology and also financial uh, world. So let's get into our favorite bubble chart. Hope the wind is not so loud. I'm here outside in the garden and maybe the wind is blowing here. So as you see, most of the altcoins are in green and pumping about 10%. I just saying all the coins about 10%. Sushi, Unis, Shiba, ETC, Steed, also OKB, Clay, Phil, Tagcoin, Qtom, Hot TP, XSushi, SafeMoon, BitTorrent, ETH, Ethereum, Ravencoin, Doge, Avalanche, and most of the altcoins are pumping more than 10%. Also, Matic is doing really good, but others are doing really well as well, below 10%. But this is amazing to see, and this is the second weekend that we see altcoins pumping really well. Let's check our favorite indicator, the crypto fear and greed index. And guys, you see that now we are in the green. We are in not just in green, but also in greed. So as you see, we were in neutral yesterday, and also there was some fear the day before, and now we are in greed. So investors are getting greedy a little bit. And as we spent the last 3 months in the extreme fear around 20, now the index went up to 50. We spent few days at 60 in greed and came back to the neutral zone around 50, and now shoot it up to 69. And 69, you know, this is a magical number from Tesla, Nikola Tesla, and that shoots some meaning behind that. And you know, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That could be a buying opportunity. When investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. So let's get into our news. First, check out the ultrasound money Ethereum, because our main topic is today that how Ethereum will outperform and outspace Bitcoin. And as you see, the cumulative burn in the last 24 hours is almost at 10,000 Ethereum. And yesterday that was, I think, just 2,500 on something like that, but now it's close to 10K. So 10,000 Ethereum was burned in the last 24 hours. And you see that most of at OpenSea, Uniswap, X Infinity, Tether, Uniswap, V3, MetaMask, 1inch, and USD coin. So most of them are NFTs, decentralized finance, and stablecoins. So they are using the Ethereum the most. And this almost 10,000 Ethereum, it worth around, let's say, I think now it's worth 30 million worth US dollar in US dollar term. So that's huge, guys. And let's check the one past 7 days. Yeah, maybe it's a cumulative. Yeah, it's cumulative. So it's not the past 24 hours. So it's a cumulative. It's a cumulative burn. So sorry for that. Okay, so let's get into our first news. And Ethereum hit resistance with 45,000 US dollar flip needed for BTC longs, and not interested at all in trading current levels, as clear long-term resistance stays in play for both cryptocurrencies. So we flipped, and also Bitcoin and Ethereum broke up successful, and that is why we are really bullish for now, as we see Bitcoin broke 32,000 and Ethereum broke 3,000 US dollar. Okay, if we have a breakout like this in which we rally towards 45,000 US dollar and flip this zone, then of course I'm going to look for longs. But right now in this structure, I'm not interested at all. So this is the analyst that who is answering. Let's see who is he. I don't see who is he, but some analyst saying this. So actually, Bitcoin broke the 32,000 levels, and I think that's a huge bullish sign because it was a huge resistance until for now. And also, Ethereum London hard fork was successful, and now Ethereum just broke up to 3,000, and you see this W pattern just acted as perfectly. So that's huge, guys. Okay, no hint of long-term bearishness. So let's see, Rect Capital. BTC is doing everything right to confirm a breakout from its 29,000 to 39,000 weekly range. So Bitcoin is doing great and calling this breakout well for now. Okay, the next price discovery will be wide below trader Pentoshi forecast. Thursday, should BTC USD manage to break its current 64,500 US dollar all-time highs, he said 2,500 could follow. So that's huge, and I think we will have another article from Pentoshi. And the next piece of news, how DCA means dollar cost averaging, army will drive a 1 million Bitcoin price. So that's huge, guys. You know, DCA means that you are buying Bitcoin with your fiat in every month, in every weeks, in every 2 weeks. You are buying Bitcoin and you are just dollar cost averaging, and you bought cheap, you bought expensive, you bought high, you bought low, but you, as you are doing this continuously, that your average price will be really nice. So that's the key definitions. DCA stands for daily charitable act. So and dollar cost averaging, but it's sometimes confused for dollar cost averaging. So daily charitable act. So it's a little bit different than dollar cost averaging, but it was the initial purpose of that. And for the support of this declaration, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. The Declaration of Independence. Okay, so over 70 million Bitcoin owners. However, if you aren't buying every day or week, you can consider yourself a speculator. So that's you. So if you are not buying every week or every day, then you are not an investor, you are not a DCA guy, but you are a speculator according to this. Available for sale refers to any Bitcoin that hasn't been bought by DCA army and or hasn't been lost. It is assumed that all non-solidars are weak-handed speculators to dump Bitcoin for fiat gain at any opportunity. But the strong DCA guys don't dumping Bitcoin. Let's say we have 1 million BTC worth 1,000 US dollar each. The market cap for Bitcoin is 1 billion US dollar. On schedule, another 10,000 Bitcoin comes into existence. If the market cap is to remain 1 billion, then the price of Bitcoin must reduce of 990 if the price is to remain. Okay, so key assumptions. Bitaro, Butterplay, and everybody is doing this and offering DCA army is religious. So DCA army is religious, and therefore it is of tenths of its gross income to Bitcoin, not dissimilar to the billions of words religious adherents. So just adding your tenths of your gross income to something makes really it makes a habit. And also I think Rockefellers did this the same, they just put every tenth of the earned money on the sidelines. They invested, accumulated, and that is why they became so rich. Okay, so 70 million strong army that the time distribution of automated purchases would average out over day. So 70 million, so 700 million per second, about 8,100 per second. Bitcoin UTXC age distribution. This is really interesting that we see that also the really long term holders are distributing to short term holders. So this is what we see on this chart. Estimate of lost coins as block recently. So BTC supply is at 18 million 18.88 million US, not US dollar, but Bitcoin. This is the total supply, and what we estimate to be as lost Bitcoins, 3.1 million Bitcoins. Running the numbers, well-funded DCA army in long-term equilibrium. Cool. So then the 700 US dollar, the 700 million per 800 coins per day, or 777,000, assuming no additional demand. Based on this logic, you can rationalize that the today's stable price of 30,000, but not 30,000, but for 40,000 at least, as a mere 2.7 million people migrating 10 US dollar worth per day, or the global workforce. So that would mean after the next halving in 2024, this will double to 1.5 million US dollar. This isn't exactly a miracle or anything. Pre-halving, post-halving, how Bitcoins are changing hands. And yeah, so that's a quite interesting article. So you should definitely check out this. I will leave it in the comment. The DCA army, and also we will just review this and getting back with this more detailed analysis. So the next piece of news, really important news, not a drill, infrastructure bill could sink American crypto industry. So not the crypto industry as a whole, but American crypto industry. And that is why it's so important, because China kicked out Bitcoin and crypto miners, kicked out everything related crypto. And then we just experienced that US is embracing crypto. They attracted most of the Bitcoin miners to moving from China to the US. And now the Senate is coming out with this infrastructure bill. And then they are doing something that seems to be that they it could sink the crypto industry in the US. The government aims to partially cover the cost of massive infrastructure bill by taxing crypto companies, and the entire industry will feel it. So what this bill is containing, that they are going to taxing everybody, not just the companies like Coinbase and Robinhood and Kraken wallets and other stuff, but also they would taxing miners immediately, also let's say validators, also stakers, and everybody immediately after each transactions. And that it's nonsense. I think these senators don't understand crypto, and that is why this bill, if we accept it, it means that the US is saying no to the most advanced and revolutionary technology that it's existing now. That's why you should call your senator, and you should arguing that this infrastructure bill is a nonsense, and then he or she should vote about this. So our next piece of news. Vitalik Buterin more confident about the merge following Ethereum's successful London upgrade. The London upgrade has been a success, and now all eyes on even more eagerly awaited merge with ETH2. So London hard work was successful. Definitely makes me more confident about the merge. The merge will come when the Ethereum 1.0 and Ethereum 2.0 will merge somewhere in December or in January this year. Now it gets much easier to send transactions that will include it in the next block, and that's very important to users' experience. So that's the news from Vitalik Buterin. Our top main major news today, that top trader Pantoshi says Ethereum ready to outperform Bitcoin. Why? Okay, popular trader with almost 200,000 Twitter followers say ETH macro view weeks per month. As we know, extremes happen inside that. Simple outperforms BTC in my opinion. Broke out versus BTC on this massive flag. Would like a higher low on the USD pair after the 30 days of up only, but that's locally. So what we see here, this is Bitcoin. So this is Ethereum against Bitcoin, and we see that Ethereum bottomed out against Bitcoin in the bear market, and now made this huge bull flag and broke up from this bull flag, and now targeting this new all-time high, and that would mean that at least Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin in the coming months. So let's go forward. You see this breakout. Also, we will check it on TradingView, and it has these measurement, this high as in the next price target. Pantoshi says that although AIP 1559 is good news for ETH, investors shouldn't expect an overnight change in price. Okay, but it will reduce ETH inflation. Right now is for 4.0 per year, percentage per year. So that's huge, 4% inflation per year, and it will be reduced. Proof of stake will change it to 0.4 per year, and 90% reduction or to the BTC triple halving. Add in fee burn, staking, smart contracts, and supply demand. So smart contracts, burning, staking, and supply, it's bigger than the demand. So the price will increase because this equation. For ETH, what you would like to see, people who shoot to the left before the last breakout start to buy back at break even. Short cover, large limit orders intend to fill a base here and create support. That happens at 2,550 is key. Break above, continuation, react lower. So this is how we see that he expects some breakdown to 2,550, and that would mean more upward movement later on. BTC is still waiting for mid 30Ks. Okay, so I think it's not an updated analysis because August 5th of August, so 2 days ago. Okay, the next piece of news. Eminem, Coinbase back Ethereum NFT platform, Maker's Place in 30 million US dollar raise. Maker's Place is the latest NFT platform to raise significant funding amidst this year's crypto collectible market boom. So Eminem also is here, and they are raising funds, 30 million in this Series A. Good to hear that. Good to back in Eminem. The cheapest CryptoPunk you can buy is now more than 100,000 in Ethereum. CryptoPunk NFTs are surging again lately, and today's Ethereum price jump pushed to floor over the six-figure mark. That's huge. So 100,000 US dollar for one CryptoPunk. That's huge, guys. Hope you this CryptoPunk a few months back. Ethereum addresses using DeFi rose 65% last quarter. The boom corresponded with an increased supply of stablecoins. So the second quarter of 2021 was a strong one for Ethereum-based DeFi protocols. More addresses are interacting with DeFi. DeFi protocols hold nearly 1/4 of all USDC stablecoins. Okay, so 1/4 of all USDC stablecoins are locked in DeFi contracts. That's huge, guys. That's huge. That is why Ethereum is so bullish, not just because the hard fork, but also because the usage of stablecoins, usage of decentralized finance applications. So the next piece of news. Hope the wind is not so loud because I see it's getting stronger. Aave is exploring Solana Avalanche Layer 2 expansion. You know, Aave is built on Ethereum and Ethereum DeFi. Aave looks to be taking a multi-chain approach for its lending market. So lending from Ethereum will move and also will create a bridge to Solana and Avalanche with Layer 2 solutions. If to enable cross-chain collateral, so that's huge, guys. And also it will allow to Polygon and maybe already allowing to Polygon, Solana, Avalanche. So Aave, the lending platform, the decentralized lending platform, is growing and thriving, and you should definitely check out Aave. So let's get into our charts. Let's start with Ethereum. I have opened Ethereum. So that was a double bottom as already explained before. And also there was a neckline at 2,400. And we had these downward trend lines, and all these trend lines and the neckline were broken, and then Ethereum shoot it up, and now you see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 days in a row, 17 in green, and just 1 day in red. So what is this, guys? I cannot find any lower high on this chart because just we have one red candle during 18 days. So that's huge, and the price now at 380, and we see somehow that was a huge run up to almost to 300 and 3,160, and now just corrected back to 3,060, and now we are hovering, waving here. So that's a huge news. And also there is a channel that Ethereum is traded previously, and it seems to be that Ethereum broke up from this channel. So I think that's a kind of local blue of top here. So I expecting Ethereum come back and also maybe retesting this 2,500 levels. But you know, guys, what I'm saying in this video cannot be considered as a financial or investment advice. This is purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. So let's check how Ethereum is performing against Bitcoin, as also Pentoshi showed us this chart. We see this breakout clearly, and just Ethereum shoot it up against Bitcoin, and now we will outperform Bitcoin on this chart, and the first price target is 0.09 here. Let's check what is Bitcoin doing. So Bitcoin broke up from this horizontal level at 41 and 42,000. Also, there was this downward trend line that we have seen coming down from the previous tops, and also Bitcoin broke these trend lines, and that's a huge news because now we see that this downward trending trend line has been broken, and that's a good sign, and would good to see a nice retest of this trend line, and then Bitcoin would start their bull run from here. So nice to see this small correction. We've seen this higher low here. So that's a huge confirmation that we changed this market structure from bullish to bearish. So this is how it is. Seems to be really well. What about the Bitcoin dominance? Bitcoin dominance is not just correcting a little bit, but nothing, not decided whenever it will go up or down. So we are in the end of the apex of this triangle. As you see, more of the altcoins are in green, pumping really well. So if you are trading altcoins, definitely take some profits. And as you are here, please, you should definitely join our Telegram group at CorionX Money in the Right Direction, and you will find a lot of useful information. Let's see, we updated our Ethereum farm, and you can yield farm CorionX on Binance Smart Chain on Ethereum, and also you can stake and earn 100% APR up to 300% APR with farming. So that's a huge news, guys. So definitely you should join, and you should stake, and you should earn more rewards in CorionX. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. Definitely smash the like and push the bell notification all. And guys, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.